Hey guys, it's Kelly, the embroidery nurse. Welcome to the great outdoors. I just wanted to pop on and talk to you about the Everything Embroidery Market. It is literally happening in 2 weeks, you guys. Time has crept up with me, and I don't think that I've been able to share with you how excited I am about this event. This is a show that I go to twice a year. Don't miss it. Haven't since I found the show. So Everything Embroidery Market is truly a great event, and this year it's being held September 22nd through the 24th in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. I love this location because I can drive. Woo! I generally fly to this event. That's how much I love it. But it's just a great place to be around others that do what we do. Like, personally, I don't have friends that do embroidery. I mean, of course, I don't mean that. My close friends that I do my day-to-day life with, none of them embroider. Of course, I've made tons of friends over the years that do embroidery, and I look forward to seeing many of them at the show. But my, closest friends don't do embroidery, so it's so fun to be around others that do the same thing that we do day in and day out, talk through different processes and new things and vendors and all kinds of different things, with like-minded folks. And I learn something every time I go to these shows. There are awesome classes you can take if you want to. You don't have to do that as part of the show. You literally can just go and shop to meet other folks and just have like a weekend away in the crafting world. So I am going to be looking at my phone that I've got right here because I want to tell you about some of the really awesome classes that they do offer. So you might be hearing my dog in the background. She's super excited because pretty much every day we get golf balls in our backyard from the course behind us, and so she has a ball she's playing with. All right, so I do want to go over some of the classes because you guys, these are so fun and so informative, and there's so many different things that you can learn. It's definitely not just about embroidery. So again, these are definitely not all embroidery. There are all kinds of things that you can learn. Time is Money, Work Smarter, Not Harder by Cassidy Wynn with Sewing Seeds. Awesome. She is so sweet. I've met her at a couple of the other shows. She owns Sewing Seeds, which I hope you've seen some of her awesome digitizing. There's also Creating and Editing SVG Files by Embroidery Geek. Making InBrilliance Work for You. So Lisa Shaw is like the guru in the world of InBrilliance, and she teaches some amazing classes. And InBrilliance is what I've always used, hands down. It's what I would recommend to anyone and everyone that's starting or been in the embroidery world for a while. And she just has just really good classes on how to make InBrilliance work for you. Basically, she does hands-on classes the Thursday before the show starts, and those are awesome. They always sell out. I'm pretty sure they already are sold out. But she also does classes on Facebook and things like that. So Lisa Shaw with InBrilliance is amazing. There's also a class on screen printing with just a heat press with Transfer Express, and y'all have seen some of my videos. I have a Racoma heat press and I love it. Didn't know, it's one of those things that I didn't know how much I was missing until I got one. They just have an entire array of things that you can use to create designs, and it's really amazing. And I've loved everything that I've made through Transfer Express. I'm actually making something right now for the football team at my middle school where I'm putting all the sponsors' logos on the back. I'm doing that through Transfer Express. Hands down, awesome. Another class is how to use the sizer vinyl to enhance your embroidery design. Sewing and Craft Room Essentials by All Stitched Up by Angela. I don't know if y'all have bought fabric from All Stitched Up by Angela, but she has awesome fabric. Check her out online, and that would be a great class because she also sells some of the sewing and craft room essentials at her booth at the show. She always has a great booth, and I literally flock to that booth first to get all the fun fat quarters of beautiful fabric that she sells. Another class, E-commerce for beginners. So that should be interesting. Digitizing 101 by Lisa Shaw again. Crafty Construction in the Hoop. Here's a good one that you need to go to. Growing Your Business Using Social Media by Embroidery Nurse. What? Yes, I teach that. Scrap Busters, all stitched up by Angela. That should be interesting. I don't know if it's like projects you can do with your scraps, because I've got plenty of those. Neckline embroidery by Lisa Shaw. You know, we've all seen those really cute, you know, names on the necklines of sweatshirts and sweaters. So that would be a cool class to learn. I don't know what this one is. Cryo Digital Transfers 101 by sewingmachine.com. It's CRIO. So I'm not familiar with that one. Then there's a class on sublimation. Awesome. You can, I mean, so we've got sublimation, we've got heat press, we've got, you know, InBrilliance, computer basics, we've got essentials, just so good. Another beginner embroidery class. That's awesome, because a lot of times some of these classes you go to, you might be a little overwhelmed because they're just so in depth. This is truly for beginner embroidery. Brothers Scan and Cut. Oh, I so want a Brothers Scan and Cut. Like, definitely high up on my wish list for my craft room. Gosh, it got dark while I was talking to y'all. Oh, here's another good class. Turning Your Hobby into a Business, Pricing for Profit by Kelly Payne, the embroidery nurse. Me again. Then we have Silhouette Studio Basics. That would be a great class if you have a silhouette. And then we have a class on working with fusible for applique, quilting, and much more, featuring hot fix adhesive. That sounds cool. I would like to do that. We've got a class on Fabric Frenzy. I don't know what that entails, but it's fabric, and that just is fabulous in its own. We've got a class on tapping into the emotional marketplace. I don't know what that entails, but I bet we could all learn something from that one. I really don't know. Everything you need to know to start a sublimation business. That sounds cool. And another class by the embroidery nurse. Hello. Stabilizer 101. You guys know that that class is so needed for folks when they're starting out. Heck, for any of us, honestly, just to kind of review what stabilizers are out there, what you would use for certain projects. I think that's going to be an awesome class. So come join me if you're going to be there. And then the last one that's on Friday, it's laser beams, exploring the glow forge as an addition to your vinyl and embroidery business. That's cool. So you see how there really are so many different classes that are not specific to embroidery, which is awesome, because it really can help you grow, think outside of the box of other things that you can do. And then on Saturday, the classes, some of these are repeats because they're so popular that the first class might sell out. So, or it might be a time of a class that you already wanted to take. So some of these are repeats. Everything you need to know to start a sublimation business. All about that cork, all stitched up by Angela. I know she's taught this class in the past because I remember that name specifically. Flat Lay Photography by Cassidy Wynn of Sewing Seeds. That would be great. You know, we all can use some help with the cute flat lays, with all the cute props, and I think she does an amazing job. All about applique, so that's awesome. Some people are really intimidated by applique in the beginning of their embroidery. Shoot, some people are intimidated of it, forever. So that would be a great class. There's going to be a vendor panel, so that will be neat to listen to. So we saw there was a class on beginner embroidery. There's also a class on advanced embroidery, how to elevate your embroidery to the next level. I mean, sign me up for that one. Pricing for Profit and Confidence. You know, we all could use that. Making InBrilliance Work for You, again, by Lisa Shaw. 10 are better than 1. Multi-needle versus flatbed, and that's done by Brother International. So I bet they'll be showing some Brother machines at that. That's awesome. I think 6 is better than 10, which is better than 1. I don't know why. I absolutely love my 6 needle machines. And then I'm going to go out on a limb there. I'm going to say 15 is better than 6, is better than 10, is better than 1, because my Racoma has 15 needles. Like, booyah. That's going to be even better. All right, we've got Holiday Sublimation Showcase, items that sell. That's awesome, because we are literally moving towards the holiday season, and our brains need to be focused on everything holiday at the moment, so that we can kind of be working towards things that we're going to have in the upcoming months on our Etsy shops, or on our website, or in our Facebook groups, things that we can go ahead and plan and be preparing for. So that's an awesome class. Keys to starting a product decorating business. Is that what embroidery is? Products that we're decorating? I probably need to clarify that one, but again, I can decorate anything, and I think that's probably going to be a great class too. Digitizing 101. Oh, I love vinyl, but what can I do with it? By Glitterbug Fairy. Oh, how awesome. I just bought, I had a short on here, I think this week, wasn't it? I just bought a whole packet of all the different colors of embroidery vinyl from Glitterbug Fairy. My old vendor that I have always used when I went to, you know, reorder something, and again, I haven't been in the embroidery world for the past few months because I was working at a camp all summer. And so I took a little break, but you know, I come back, I'm trying to replenish my supplies, and holy Hannah, they were closed for good. So someone had reached out to me and mentioned Glitterbug Fairy, and I ordered the packet just so I could see what all the colors look like of their embroidery vinyl. It came really fast, and it's exactly what I was using before and is great quality. So I highly recommend that, and I could go meet them at that class. All right, what else? What else? What else? Next level crafting with the silhouette and glow forge. Oh, that's cool. They're going to combine the silhouette and the glow forge. I bet that would make some really cool products. All right, be creative using sizer heat transfer vinyl. Finding your customers to standing out in a crowd. That sounds awesome, because a lot of people are like, who am I selling to? How do I find them? So that's going to be a great class. Here's another, but this is a repeat, so because this class normally sells out. Growing your business using social media by none other than me. Rhinestones made easy. That sounds blingy. And then there's one on coral draw. Great vectors make great stitching. I am sure I'm not saying that right, but that is something that I'm not familiar with. So again, it'd be an awesome class because it'd be a new process for me to learn. So that's the breakdown of the classes. You can see it's such a huge array of things, and you can go to 1, you can go to 10. You choose, you know, what you want to go to when you're at the Everything Embroidery Market. It is so much fun. I love the time in between classes where I'm just talking with folks, where we are just sharing stories and techniques and shopping. I definitely go shopping, and you guys, in the past, I generally have had to kind of like limit what I buy. You can see past videos of things that I've brought home from the market, but because I was flying, but I'm driving this time, so you better believe I'm gonna make sure I have some extra cool stuff to come home with. I'll share all that when I come home. I'll do a video on there too and just show you about the market. I really do hope this is something that you can put on your bucket list. If you can't make this in 2 weeks, I know it's short notice for some if you've not heard of it. It really truly is an amazing event. It fills my bucket just so well. Every time that I go, I just get a renewed sense of just enjoyment with embroidery and just excitement of all the things that I've learned and I'm gonna come home and do. So I highly encourage you. I mean, seriously, are you free in 2 weeks? Come on, just literally come on. Myrtle Beach alone is a fun destination place. It's at the beach, and what's cool about it is September is, to me, I live at the beach. September is the best month, I think, ever in coastal living when it comes to North Carolina, South Carolina. August about kills you with how hot it is. And September, things are just cooling off a bit, but enough that you can still go out to the beach and enjoy all the fun. So Myrtle Beach, super fun. You literally can bring your family because they would have a blast exploring everything that there is in that city. That city is like well known. When I traveled abroad, when I studied abroad in college, I would tell people, you know, they ask me, where am I from? And I would say North Carolina, and they're like, oh, I love Myrtle Beach. I'm like, well, that's not really North Carolina, but okay. So Myrtle Beach is well known all around. All right, what else did I want to share with you about it? So there also are great prizes. They do raffles that you are automatically entered into just by being there and buying a ticket buying a ticket into the show. And I'm talking grand prizes that include, you know, embroidering machines, heat presses, all kinds of things that vendors have provided for, you know, just amazing, amazing prizes. Okay, so that's all the classes that they have. Let me tell you like some of the vendors that are there, because some people are just there to, you know, to be a vendor. They're not teaching classes. That's not their cup of tea. So here's who's going to be there. We have got, oh, this is cool. There's a vendor, Quilts of Valor. And this is the Myrtle Beach Shore Birds Quilts of Valor. I've seen some of the things they've done, and it's amazing embroidery for that. We've got Sizer with North America. We have Libby's Loft. We have Corel Trainer. Am I saying that right? C-O-R-E-L Trainer. Do you see that? I don't know if I'm even saying that right. And then right below that, Love That Cotton, the greatest, one of my all-time favoritist vendors that I use all the time. Love That Cotton. Durkee Hoops, I'm a huge fan. You see in my videos, Durkee Hoops are what I use when I'm doing all of my t-shirts. TJ Stitch. JZ Blanks, Jazzy, I'm sorry, J-A-S-I-E, Jazzy. So-O-Side. Swak Embroidery. Triad Sewing and Vacuum. They're located in Winston-Salem, North Carolina. Wild About Me Blanks. I definitely bought some stuff from them last year, or the last show. Zaza and Lolly. They sell blanks, and I bought some stuff from them as well. We've got Epilogue Laser. I love seeing that booth and seeing all the really cool things they can do. Lisa Shaw. She will have a booth. She teaches all the classes with InBrilliance, but she also has a booth where you can learn all about it and buy packages with different levels of InBrilliance. Erin Montgomery, they are teaching several classes, and they're instructors for our success group. So that's where you can learn really some true business-oriented things. A Bit of Stitch, all stitched up by Angela. Sewing Seeds Designs. Ella Jacksford Designs. Lisa Potts Designs. Stalls Transfer Express. SewingMachine.com. Brother International. Hot Fix Adhesive. Oh, there's me, Kelly Payne. It's an awful picture of me. Don't look at it. Shelly Smola Designs. Her things are amazing. Glitterbug Fairy. Whoop whoop. Just talked about them. Kingdom Designs. Monogram Moments. DesignBundles.net. All About Blanks. I always love their booth and definitely walk away with things I buy. They're a regular vendor of mine as well. And I just love seeing all the things in person, and awesome job. Machine Embroidery Geek. Fontbundles.net. So that's just to show you what a huge array of instructors and vendors, all the amazing things. Like, it's really dark now. Wow. I was coming out here to like watch the sunset, and I thought it would be cool, but I think I got out here a little too late. But anyway, I hope you'll join me. If you're already planning to go, y'all let me know in the comments. Come say hello. Like I said, I'll do a live while I'm there. I'll definitely do a recap of everything that went on, what classes that I took, how my classes went that I taught. I'm so looking forward to it. Again, I adore this show. It is just an amazing event. If you think there's a possibility you can go in a couple of weeks, I do have 2 free tickets. I'd love for you to comment about that below too. It really is. It's for entrance, and I believe 3 classes or 4 classes. I'm not sure exactly, and I'll have to look at the details, but it is free to get in. So let me know if you are interested in that, and I will select 2 people if you do comment. But yeah, let me know if you're going. I'm super excited. I'll try to get the information about the show following this. They try to do it in all different kinds of locations. The last one I went to was in Chattanooga. You can see a video with me kind of recapping that. So there might be a show that's closer to you if this one is not as close as you would like it to be. But again, I can't say enough about how awesome Everything Embroidery Market is. I do hope if this show is not one you can make, that you will make it a plan to be at one in the future. So I look forward to it, and I look forward to seeing those that can make it. And I hope you guys are having an awesome night. Happy stitching!